Thank you, Chairman Cummings. The Postal Service is certainly a fundamental pillar of the interconnectivity of our global economy, a critical resource for communities across America. I'm glad we can discuss potential solutions to solve the financial challenges of what is such a critical American service. My mother, may she rest in power, I recall her and her generation, you know, there were three things that black folks wanted to do that were a pathway to upward mobility. You were either a teacher, you were a nurse, or you were a letter carrier. And there was a great pride in that. I want to talk for a moment about the Postal Service's workforce and the needs of working families. According to recent SEC filings, the Postal Service is, quote unquote, the second largest civilian employer in our nation, with approximately 634,000 employees as of the end of 2018. In fact, in the district I represent, the Massachusetts 7th, there are approximately 2,897 U.S. Postal Service workers, the highest concentration of workers across our state. The issue of pay and benefits is a top concern for many of these workers, particularly given the vast number of non-career workers the USPS now employs. Ms. Brennan, can you explain the differences in basic pay and benefits between career and non-career positions?
Yes, Congresswoman. The non-career employee wage rate is roughly $11 less than a career employee. That's an average wage rate that I'm citing. And they have limited benefits. Now, what I would say is, though, that the non-career or the flexible workforce will become tomorrow's career employee. There's a path to a career position.
Okay, so could you speak a little bit more about that? What is the Postal Service doing to retain and support both career and non-career employees so that they can gain that foothold into the middle class that I spoke about a moment ago?
We have a very low turnover rate with the career employees, but with the non-career employees, we do have a challenge in retention. One, it's setting clear expectations at the outset that it's a physically demanding job, and also, as you would likely appreciate, when we do exit interviews with employees, it's less about the pay and more about the treatment and their relationship with the supervisor. So making inroads there to ensure we have better workplace environment for all employees.
So in preparation for this hearing, I was going over some data, and it showed that nearly half of all USPS workers are women. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and the average salary for a career employee was less than $57,000 in 2018. Does that sound about right?
That sounds directionally close for wages. It does not include benefits, yes.
Okay. Well, that was my next question, because although this is not an issue that should be genderized, we do know it is one that is disproportionately of unique import to women. Could you just talk about, particularly in single female-headed households, if child care, what you provide, if there's anything flexible or on-site that you might provide, what types of benefits do you provide?
In terms of benefits, none for child care per se, but we do, of course, follow I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank, dependent care, and we provide FMLA leave. Okay, so we do provide
flexible
those
time
provisions.
off.
Yes, where feasible, where operations dictate.
Okay. And no child care on site or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Well, as we consider proposals to reform the Postal Service, it is critical we remember the men and women who work for the Postal Service. They are providing a service that really is vital to our nation. And so I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you to all those hardworking folks out there. And we're doing everything we can to support you and everything you do for our families. We want to make sure that you have that same stabilization and those opportunities. So thank you, and I yield back.